Hello everyone and welcome to HWE Final Days Episode 2. On the last episode, we saw Shakeem Empire, Damien Skull, and much more action on Final Days. But tonight, a stacked episode coming your way from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We are on the road to HWE Final Hour on July 30th and July 31st. And everyone cannot wait. But Final Days tonight, our main event, Damien Skull takes on a mystery superstar selected by Shakeem Empire. Skeletor is live after what happened at Extreme Yard last year. He finally speaks to the HWE Universe and the reporters. Crowe, who debuted as well tonight, the new HWE signing, created a lot of buzz on social media. But at Final Hour, that's the grand event of HWE, the final event, Damien Skull versus Shakeem Empire in a career versus career match at Final Hour. Gladiator versus Sinister in a last man standing match. Two of the greatest masked men go at it in a fierce battle on July 30th and July 31st. And Wyatt, our Golden Weight champion, returns to HWE to battle a mystery superstar. Who will that be? We'll find out at Final Hour on July 30th and July 31st. Two-night event, 8/7 Central for both nights. It will be one incredible weekend and our final backyard wrestling event. But tonight, the main event, Damien Skull versus a mystery superstar. But up next, it will be Skeletor live for the first time since Extreme Yard. He will finally be answering some questions from the reporters. And finally, we'll offer some news. Some big news. And that's up next. Skeletor from Master Mexico delivering a spear by Mexico. Move. Taco drop. Sinister makes his return, and now, as we see right now, Mexico, I believe he is, jackhammer to Master Mexico. Now Skeletor with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh my God! With a rose plant. Pressing it, and now he's gonna deliver a skull-crushing finale of his own. Fight Skeletor. Oh, now he does. Now he definitely did. And now Master Mexico went for another Mexican spike. Skeletor falls on the championship belt. Oh my God. Master Mexico's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Oh, no. Delivering a pedigree. Oh my God. He's not like this. Oh no, that is just wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. Oh! Master Mexico. Oh my God! Holy shit! Austin! Choke slam! Hello, everyone. Calm down, calm down. All right, first question.
Skeletor, what's the latest regarding Haunted Jacob?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Look, Haunted Jacob has officially relinquished the HWE World Championship, and frankly, after everything that happened at Extreme Yard, I think it's what's best for HWE. HWE deserves a world champion who actually represents the company. And look, for now, Jacob will keep the global championship, to keep things fair somewhat. But the world championship is vacant. In middle.
Was that your decision or a Solace's decision?
Does it matter? I mean, for once, Solace made the right call, and Jacob's behavior became unacceptable. You can't just run around attacking people and stealing their spotlight and expect to represent HWE as world champ. I mean, who does that, right? You over there.
Many fans think Jacob earned the right to keep both championships.
Well, many fans are idiots. No, seriously. I mean, look at what happened at Extreme Yard. The man's unstable. So you want that? Representing the top championship in HWE? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and back.
Now, Skeletor, what happens to the vacant world championship? Any thoughts?
Very good question. Personally, I think the solution is obvious.
Are you saying that you deserve the title?
I'm saying nobody in the company has done more for HWE than I have. Alright? I built this place. I carried this place. And if we're talking about, and I'm talking to everyone, if we're talking about who deserves the world championship, look no further.
What about Zayn Saint Savior, Damien Skull, Shakeem Empire, or some of the younger stars?
They're talented. But being talented and being Skeletor they're two different things, alright? Two completely different.
Skeletor, 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 Skeletor! I'm right here. So I've heard from a little birdie that the HWE World Heavyweight Championship has been relinquished. And I see that you're in the ring right now. You're probably looking at me all confused. Why am I speaking? Why am I here? Well, let me tell you this. No. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I'm here for one reason to say this. I'm wearing my Cowboy Bebop shirt for one thing and one thing only. Nobody in HWE, not even the HWE universe, wants to see Skeletor hold the HWE World Championship. But guess what? Everybody's afraid to say it, but I'm not. I'm not afraid to say it. Actually, I'm going to say it to you front, fast, and very much to your face. HWE doesn't want to see another reign from you. They don't want to ever see the same reign that you've already lost. You lost to said Haunted Jacob. And now you want to crown yourself as the champion as he relinquishes the HWE World Championship? No. See, that's where I draw the line. You want to know who wants to be HWE World Champion? Everybody in the back that's never really gotten a chance. Everybody like me, who's had so many chances to get to that belt, but have always lost it by screwery, or when the lights ain't truly been aligned. But here's the thing I'm here to say. HWE wants a world champion. And HWE will find that world champion because it ain't gonna be you. It's gonna be somebody like me. HWE wants to see a new face holding this brand while it's due its dying days in backyard wrestling. HWE wants to see a new face hold this brand till the very end. And you wanna know something, Skeletor? And hell, Assault, if you're watching this too. I have earned my blood, sweat, and tears to this company ever since the very freaking beginning of this merge. I have thought my blood, sweat, and tears to fatality. I thought my blood, sweat, and tears to HWE. And what the hell did I get? A simple 7-3. Actually, maybe 2. Losing streak. See, I feel underwhelmed, undermined. Hell, I've went through time and time again on how I was feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually. But now I think it's time to officially say this. Skeletor, you've seen me. I went through Sinister and almost reclaimed the HWE Global Championship. I almost claimed the HWE World Championship. And very sooner than later, for the final time, I will claim the HWE World Championship even at its dying days. I failed to claim 2 belts, but now one of them is able to be reclaimed when there's nobody holding it. So, Solace, if you're watching this, I want to be HWE World Championship, and at final hour, I want to become the new and the final HWE World Championship. I want to challenge for the HWE World Championship at final hour. And if you're watching this, give me what I want.
Mr. Skeletor, the problem has been taken care of. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do that. You just have no idea. I mean, every single week having to listen to that little dumbass nerd talk about, I deserve it, I've been here longer than anybody else, I've been screwed so many times, blah, 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 blah. I am sick and tired of hearing this man complain. Honestly, I'm just so glad I made the right decision with you. Trust me, this is only the beginning.
Good work, Genji. I guess Saint Xavier got the opportunity he was looking for. Get out of here now. Got some bigger things to take care of. Oh, you guys are still here. You see, that's the problem with people like Zane. They talk, they complain, demand opportunities. But people like me, we take those opportunities. And for the HWE World Championship, The story is just getting started. Thank you, everyone. What the hell has been going on Final Days today? Skeletor announces Haunted Jiggler has relinquished the World Championship. And then whatever happened after that, we're going to explain that later. But Damien Skull against Shakeem Empire at final hour in a career versus career match. Teacher versus student. This could be the final match for one of these superstars, and maybe even the final match of both of these superstars. Gladiator against Sinister in the last man standing match at final hour, July 30th and July 31st. Wyatt, Golden Weight champion, battles a mystery superstar in a street fight. That is all going down live on YouTube, our final backyard wrestling event. We've been going at it for 5+ years, whether it was KW, MEW, HWE. We've been going at it for so long, and we are going to end it on one final hour. But it was really what Skeletor announced and what Osiris announced on X with an official announcement that Haunted Jacob has relinquished the HWE World Championship. He will be keeping the Global Championship, but we also what happened with Skeletor. Skeletor announced the World Championship is now vacant. We saw Zayn Saint Savior ruthlessly interrupting Skeletor and setting his sights on the title, and then we saw Genji Reisker, and we can suppose that he attacked Zayn Saint Savior by the demand of Skeletor and has possibly joined the final Dominion. A lot of things to uncover, that's for sure. But up next, Crowe, our newest HWE signing, is live.
HWE Universe, you may not know my name, but come final hour, you will all remember me. My name is Crowe. I am the man that is that damn sadistic, the newest signee to HWE. And you may be wondering, Jay, why would you join HWE when you're only really going to have a month of stuff to do because the company is going to end? Well, I was actually going to join back at Extreme Yard last year, but HWE decided to close its doors before its biggest superstar, the sadistic superstar, comes in and takes over. So I was left a sitting duck, not going to be part of this company until final hour got delayed. It was too ambitious of a show. And we didn't get any updates until now, until 2026. And when the first episode of Final Days, when the first edition of Recall came out, I knew this is my opportunity to strike. When the iron is hot, sign on the dotted line and take over HWE. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. The takeover, the sadistic revolution is now not just part of the WWE 2K series, but part of backyard wrestling itself. And that takeover is going to be cemented at final hour. Because I'm issuing an open challenge to anyone on the HWE roster, whether you're already on the roster, whether you're part of the alumni. I'll even beat the brakes off those KEW jabronis they're trying to bring back and show them who Crowe is. And we're not going to have to wait long for my debut. Some point, maybe on the final days, I'll wrestle and beat everyone. And also, I can say this to my little Fatal Heaven buddies. If anyone is going to walk out of the last HWE show. Champion, regardless of what title it's going to be. It's not going to be the Fire of the Heavens. It's not going to be the demigod. It's going to be the man that is that damn sadistic. HWE Universe, you will feel the pilgrimage of J. Crowe.
It's indeed official. Haunted Jacob has to relinquish the World Championship. He will be keeping the Global Championship, but Haunted Jacob, we're supposed to... It hasn't really been totally explained. It was just Solace, our general manager, confirming it via X, and Skeletor also confirming it in his press conference earlier tonight on Final Days, but he has to vacate the World Championship due to his actions at Extreme Yard, you know, with that whole situation of him signing with another company and then revealing himself as a superstar on the HWE. Anyways, whatever happened. But up next, Damien Skull against the mystery superstar handpicked by Shakeem Empire. Now, who is the mystery superstar selected by Shakeem Empire?
From the East, Tadpole.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. For those who don't know who this man is, this man, Tadpole, is Damien Skull's uncle.
There we go, baby.
Talk about a selection from Shakeem Empire. Getting into Damien's mind as he selects his own uncle, someone part of the family. Now, if Damien Skull is making his entrance, if he can beat his own uncle, then maybe Shakeem might earn some respect. As the bell rings, Damien Skull versus Shakeem Empire versus Tadpole one-on-one. Uncle versus nephew. We've seen these types of matches before. We saw Wyatt face his own father at All We're Ahead, so this is no surprise. Here is Damien Skull with a super kick to Tadpole. And now Damien Skull now, who's able to put Tadpole down. Damien Skull sort of shocked that his own uncle would answer the challenge, that would have accepted Shakeem Empire's offer. Again, Shakeem Empire selected Tadpole to go on and face Damien Skull here tonight. Damien Skull, who talked a lot of shit on the recall episodes and online about Shakeem Empire. And that's what he gets, a match versus his own uncle, but it's looking good for Damien Skull as he suplexes Tadpole. And continuing the assault. But Tadpole delivering some punches to the former world champion. As this is Damien Skull versus Tadpo in our main event here on Final Days Episode 2. We're on the road to HWE Final Hour on July 30th and July 31st. But it's Damien Skull and Tadpo one-on-one here in our main event. Damien Skull continuing with his super kicks of gold here. As now, what does he have in his hands? A bat, I believe. As now Damien Skull using it to his advantage. Hitting the back of Tadpo. Oh my god. Couple strikes there and Tadpo falling to the ground. Damien Skull for the victory. Oh, easy. An early kick out by Tadpo. Great selection by Shakeem Empire. Let's all admit it. To get into Damien Skull's head and to give him a tough challenge, to combine both aspects, well, Shakeem Empire made the best selection. But man, I was not expecting Damien Skull's uncle, Tadpo. I was thinking maybe someone like Sinister, someone like Gladiator, like J. Crowe, who just signed to HWE. Was never expecting Tadpo. Don't forget, Final Hour on July 30th and July 31st. Sinister against Gladiator in a last man standing match. Also, Wyatt, who returns as our Golden Weight Champion to face a mystery superstar in a street fight. And he puts the Golden Weight Championship on the line. And Shakeem Empire against Damien Skull. Confirmed for night 2. As Tadpo, who just delivered a vicious chokeslam to Damien Skull. This has been back and forth so far. Definitely is now Tadpo with a DDT to Damien Skull. Huge DDT. As now Damien Skull is dazed, but still able to potentially put his own uncle on his shoulders. But Tadpo is a big man. I'm not sure Damien Skull's going to be able to grab Tadpo. Potentially a manhandle slam, a rock bottom, a bookend. But oh, Damien Skull now has Tadpo. Oh, drops him. Drops him on the ground. The strength used by Damien Skull, showing why this man is a former world champion, a former MEWX WWE champion. But Tadpo, who's fighting back with a customized Samoan drop. As Damien Skull landed hard. But Tadpo with a surprising performance here. Again, not a lot of people know who this man is. Not too much HWE in-ring experience. But now for the win, Damien Skull almost had it. Tadpo kicking out. Damien Skull kicking out at 2. And now again with another super kick. And now Damien Skull with a wooden piece there. And I believe the fans are chanting, "We want tables." Let's see if we're going to get any tables. Potentially, this is, again, a hardcore match with the mystery superstar being Tadpo, who was selected by Shakeem Empire. Shakeem Empire, who is Damien Skull's opponent at Final Hour. As now Damien Skull trying to lift up Tadpo. He's trying to, but again, possibly to make him submit there. A guillotine, possibly. But it's Tadpo who's trying to fight back. This is our main event. Damien Skull versus Tadpo, who was the mystery superstar. Tadpo, who is Damien Skull's own uncle. Which is insane. We're getting some family business getting settled right here. Damien Skull with a super kick to the midsection. And now I believe someone might pass away here, unfortunately, as the table is set. And now Damien Skull now choke slam. Tadpole falls in hell. Damien Skull choke slamming Tadpole through a table. But Tadpole surprisingly back up using the bat, just showing truly the resilience and the fight that Tadpole has in his heart. As now with a submission move targeting Damien Skull's foot and ankle. And Tadpole now, Damien Skull, who's trying to escape. Tadpole who realized that. And what a match here. The first ever match on a Final Days episode. Damien Skull with a... Was that maybe a level 100? A little message to Skeletor potentially? Damien Skull, who we last saw him lose. Oh my goodness. Tadpole getting hit hard. With, I believe, a toolbox. But yeah, Damien Skull, as I was saying, last time we saw him was his loss at All Over Ahead against Skeletor. And that incredible Night 2 main event where Damien Skull lost the world title to Skeletor. We all know what unfolded after that. Only history occurred after that night. But Damien Skull, who's continuing the assault on Tadpole. A back and forth matchup. But it seems like Damien Skull always has that little upper hand, the little upper edge. And now Damien Skull, oh my goodness, to the back of Tadpole. With that wooden board. And Damien Skull now getting hit by the toolbox. Tadpole finally using that toolbox in his advantage. I mean, we all witnessed what happened earlier tonight, and we all saw that tweet from Asalis where he confirmed that Haunted Jacob had relinquished the HWE World Championship. Now, Haunted Jacob still has that global championship, but we all saw what happened earlier tonight with Zayn Saint Savior, Reisker, Skeletor, the final Dominion being, I guess, back. But someone who's definitely going to want that world title back is Damien Skull, so I don't know what's going to happen with that, but just let's keep an eye on that as Damien Skull now back to the match. Back to the action as Damien Skull was trying to get up on his feet. And now a knee to the midsection of Tadpole. Another table set here. And what has been an incredible hardcore fight here. 2 hardcore matches in a row for Damien Skull. One at All Over Ahead and now one right here against Tadpole. So that's really showing the grit that Damien Skull possesses. Incredible. Damien Skull definitely making history here, whether you like him or not. He's someone who just continues to pave some way to really create moments as he's targeting the head of Tadpole. But now Tadpole, choke slam through the table. It was Damien Skull who had choke slammed Tadpole before on the table. And now Tadpole getting his revenge. Choke slamming Damien Skull. Incredible. Table shattered in pieces. Tadpole possibly looking to end it here. As we are on the road to HWE Final Hour. Damien Skull, will he even get to July 30th and July 31st against Shakeem Empire in a career versus career match? His career may be over tonight as Tadpole with an incredible performance going for the victory here. And Skull kicks out. The golden one with a golden attempt to stay in this matchup alive. Tadpole cannot believe it. We could see the exhaustion that these two men are going through, but especially Tadpole, a much older fella who yet looks in incredible shape in this matchup, as now Tadpo possibly going for another DDT here. And yes, he connects. DDT by Tadpo. I believe his second in this matchup. But look at both men who are down. And now Tadpo for the victory. And a kick out by Damien. Again, it seems like whenever there's a chance to pin Damien Skull, Tadpo pins him, but always a little late. Always just a little late. And now it's Damien Skull with kicks to Tadpo. Definitely going to have to ask Damien Skull on a future recall episode how it feels to assault his own uncle. What's the relationship with his uncle? Many questions to be asked here, as we are all shocked from Shakeem Empire's selection of Tadpo. But it's Damien Skull now, who's back on top. And Damien, what is he looking to do next? With another landing spot, I believe, for Tadpo. Is now Damien Skull. Tadpo is dazed. He has no clue what's going on. And now it's Damien Skull taunting Tadpo. Taunting the crowd. And Damien Skull setting up. And Damien, super kick. Oh, Tadpo falls. And collides onto the table. And Damien Skull now. A huge splash to Tadpo from the top of the ladder. And just like that, Damien Skull defeats Tadpo. Damien is ready for Shakeem Empire at Final Hour. But is Shakeem Empire ready for Damien Skull? That is the main question. Thank you all for watching HWE Final Days Episode 2.